Celtic are back in action this evening as we look to progress into the next round of the Scottish Cup. We will, of course, discuss the build-up to that match, whilst going over what Kris Boyd has had to say about Celtic as he's had another meltdown. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Jeffrey Schlupp has confirmed that he was linked with a move to Celtic last summer, but the transfer didn't materialise, although he's now delighted to have finally secured his January switch to Parkhead. The Ghanaian international, who joined on loan from Crystal Palace until the end of the season, revealed on Friday that there were discussions behind the scenes during the previous transfer window, but the deal fell through. Speaking to the media ahead of Celtic's Scottish Cup clash with Raith Rovers, where he could make his full debut, Schlupp explained, "Yes, in the summer there was some talk about it as well. I think the club did their bit in the background, but nothing ended up happening. I am happy to be here now." As soon as it got mentioned in January again, it was an easy sell. I wanted to get it done as quickly as possible. We managed to do that pretty smoothly and I came straight here. Since arriving, he's been seen as a versatile addition, capable of playing at left-back, midfield and even in advanced positions, filling a key gap following the departure of Alex Varley. He did make his debut as a left-back on Wednesday, replacing Greg Taylor late into the second half. With Schlupp now settling in Glasgow, Celtic fans will be eager to see him make an impact in the second half of the season, both domestically and in Europe. With his contract expiring in the summer, if he performs well, Celtic may look at making his stay at the club permanent, but there would need to be a drop in wages to facilitate that. Now for the main story, as head of refereeing Willie Collum has addressed the controversial penalty incident from Celtic's 4-1 win over Ross County earlier this month, effectively dismissing Kris Boyd's calls for a red card and clarifying the correct application of the laws. The incident in question occurred when Alistair Johnston fouled Kieran Phillips from behind, leading to a penalty after a VAR check. While the penalty itself wasn't disputed, Kris Boyd's post-match reaction on Sky Sports sparked debate as he insisted Celtic should have been reduced to 10 men. "I cannot understand why that's not a red card. There's no attempt to play the ball. He's denied a goal-scoring opportunity. He nudged his back. He said it himself. Celtic should be down to 10 men there," Boyd ranted. However, Boyd's outburst was immediately countered by Chris Sutton, who offered a more measured take. "You don't see a red card for that." Now, on this month's VAR review show, Willie Collum has provided a detailed breakdown of the incident, explaining why the challenge was correctly not deemed a red card. The key thing for us here is about the word obvious, an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. There's no doubt it is an opportunity, but when the foul happens, the ball is in mid-air, only just coming into the penalty area. For us, there is not enough to say that at that stage this is obvious. This is not where a player has the ball right in front of them about to tap it into the goal. A lot of people might disagree with that, but we're aligning ourselves with UEFA's thinking and the understanding given by FIFA about denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. They do not want a red card for this kind of scenario. While Collum acknowledged that the referee made a mistake by failing to issue any card at all, he stressed that the incident should have resulted in a yellow card, not a red. Collum's explanation effectively shuts down Boyd's red card claims, confirming that the decision to award a penalty without a sending off was in line with current officiating standards. While the referee should have shown a yellow card, there was no justification for a red, proving that Boyd's post-match meltdown was, unsurprisingly, off the mark. In other news, Brendan Rodgers has confirmed that Viliami Sinisalo will make his Celtic debut tonight when the Hoops face Raith Rovers in the Scottish Cup, with Kasper Schmeichel ruled out due to a back injury. While the injury to Schmeichel isn't believed to be serious, Rodgers confirmed that he won't be risked against Raith, but is expected to be fit for Wednesday's Champions League knockout clash with Bayern Munich at Celtic Park. Speaking at his pre-match press conference on Friday, Rodgers explained the situation regarding his goalkeepers. Kasper Schmeichel won't play, so Viliami Sinisalo will start and go. Kasper had a little issue with his back, so he'll miss out in the game, and like I've seen in pre-season with Viliami, he's a young goalkeeper who came in and played those games really well. I'm really looking forward to seeing him make his debut. The Finnish shot-stopper, who joined Celtic from Aston Villa last summer, impressed Rodgers during pre-season in America but has been waiting patiently for his chance in competitive action. Now, with Schmeichel sidelined, Sinisalo will get the opportunity to showcase his abilities in what will be a crucial match as Celtic continue their quest for domestic silverware. With Celtic's European hopes on the line against Bayern, having Schmeichel fit will be key, but in the meantime, all eyes will be on Sinisalo as he looks to make his mark in the hoops. Brendan Rodgers has opted against giving the shot stopper his debut in the League Cup and Scottish Cup so far, but he's being thrown in on Saturday night under the lights at Paradise. In other news, Brendan Rodgers remains hopeful he can convince Greg Taylor to sign a new deal with Celtic, despite growing speculation about the left-back's future following Kieran Tierney's imminent return to Parkhead this summer. Reports from Croatia suggested that Taylor had agreed terms on a summer move to Dinamo Zagreb, where Fabio Cannavaro is reportedly keen to bring him in. However, as things stand, no deal has been finalised, and Rodgers is hopeful that Taylor will remain at Celtic beyond the end of the season. Speaking about Taylor's contract situation, Rodgers acknowledged that the arrival of Kieran Tierney, who has agreed a pre-contract to return from Arsenal, has naturally raised questions. But he insists there's plenty of room for both players in his squad. He said, "My feeling will be to hope to convince Greg to be here. Of course, as the longer that goes on, that becomes much less, but it doesn't change his professionalism. He is a brilliant professional. We will just have to see how the next 4 months go. I have had a number of open conversations with Greg on it. That, Kieran returning, is without doubt an issue. He has been a starter here for virtually 6 years. He's always had a challenge that he's overcome from other players coming in. He knows Kieran well and knows his qualities and abilities, but there still can be room for 2 of them here. There's absolutely no doubt. You are playing upward of 50 games a season and you can't play one player in all those. I wouldn't want to because you won't have the right physicality. To have 2 players of that quality here would be absolutely brilliant for the club, team, and changing room. That's the things Greg has to think about. From my perspective, I don't see it as a problem because I know he will play in a lot of big games. He has to decide that for himself. It would be a different role for him. Taylor has been a key part of Celtic's success over the past 5 years, winning 4 league titles and establishing himself as the first choice left-back, seeing off every single other player that's come in to challenge him. However, with Tierney's return, he faces the prospect of greater competition for his place. There are many benefits to staying in Glasgow for the player, especially with a child on the way, but he might simply just want a new challenge in life. Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let us know down in the comment section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you,